Can you imagine walking into a classroom full of young faces, carrying not only your books but a lifetime of stories etched into your heart? This is the story of James, a veteran, returning to school after years of service, only to face an unexpected challenge that would change everything. It was a chilly autumn morning when James walked into the college lecture hall, the smell of freshly brewed coffee mingling with the crisp scent of fallen leaves drifting in through the open windows. The chatter of students filled the air, a mix of nervous excitement and the mundane buzz of daily campus life. James, wearing his worn leather jacket and a quiet determination, took his seat at the back, careful not to draw attention. After years away from the classroom, he felt both eager and anxious. The professor, a man known for his sharp wit and quick temper, began the lecture with usual enthusiasm. But it wasn't long before James found himself the target of a public mockery that silenced the room. During a discussion about leadership and resilience, James shared a personal insight rooted in his military experience. Instead of respect, the professor scoffed and sneered. "Oh, look, the soldier thinks he knows everything. Maybe you should stick to marching, not talking." The words echoed, cold and biting, and the room froze in uncomfortable silence. Can you feel the weight of that moment? James's heart clenched, memories of combat and loss flashing through his mind, only now met with ridicule rather than reverence. For a fleeting second he considered retreating into silence, blending back into the shadows. But something inside him stirred, a quiet courage born not from battlefields but from the deep wells of hope and dignity. Slowly James stood up, his voice steady but filled with emotion. "I'm not here to prove anything to you. I came back to learn, just like everyone else. But I hope you understand that respect is earned, not given lightly, and sometimes kindness is the strongest form of leadership." His words hung in the air, fragile yet powerful. The professor's face tightened, but before he could respond, a student from the front row, an introverted young woman named Emma, raised her hand. "Sir, I think what James said is important. Sometimes we forget that behind every person is a story, a struggle. Maybe we should listen before we judge." That simple act of kindness, Emma's voice breaking the silence, shifted the energy in the room. Other students nodded, murmurs of agreement growing louder. The atmosphere softened, the once sharp edges of hostility melting into empathy. Over the following weeks, James became more than just a veteran student. He became a bridge. One day after class, he noticed a young man sitting alone, looking lost and overwhelmed. James approached gently, offering a seat beside him and sharing stories of his own struggles adapting to civilian life. That small gesture of kindness sparked a new friendship and gave the young man hope he desperately needed. Another afternoon, James volunteered at the campus support center, helping fellow students who faced challenges, from financial hardship to mental health struggles. His presence, calm and understanding, became a beacon of hope for many. One particularly cold evening, as James left the library, he found Emma waiting outside. She handed him a cup of hot cocoa, smiling warmly. "Thank you for standing up that day," she said softly. "You reminded all of us that kindness and respect are what truly build us up." As James sipped the cocoa, watching the sunset paint the sky in hues of orange and pink, he felt a profound sense of belonging. The journey hadn't been easy, but through kindness, both given and received, he had found a new mission. And here's the thing, kindness doesn't have to be grand. Sometimes it's just a word, a gesture, a moment of understanding that changes everything. What if each of us chose kindness a little more often? What stories could we rewrite? If James's story touched your heart, imagine the ripple effect your kindness could have. Share your own acts of kindness in the comments below. Your story might be the light someone needs today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story that inspires hope and change. And next time, I'll share a story about a stranger's simple gift that transformed a whole community in ways no one saw coming. Stay tuned. Because sometimes kindness truly is the most powerful superpower we all hold.